It's Africa, home to the Benga. It's Africa, where I belong. It's Africa, home to the Rumba. It's Africa, where I belong.
Nikiwa tu ndo nimeamua nikuwe na kikundi. Nimewakutanisha wamama, tukasikizana, tukajoin hii kikundi inaitwa Gargar. Na kikundi sio sisi watatu mnatuona hapa. Kikundi ni kikundi kubwa sana. Na saizi hatuna neno na hiyo kikundi, tunaendelea na hiyo kikundi. Na nilianza mwaka 2003.
My childhood was just like another childhood of a country boy, farm boy. I mean, someone from the countryside. In our family, we were 6 kids out of 10 with albinism. So you see, my coping was easy as the last born. So I mean, the coping mechanisms were already in place since I think the rest were the ones who were trying to copy us because they were different from us.
My early childhood was mostly spent in hospitals because I was diagnosed with retinoblastoma, which is a form of childhood eye cancer. After 2 years of being alive, my last eye was removed, so I lost my sight completely. Well, that's where life officially began.
I was born in Mombasa. My grandmother moved with me to the rural areas when I was very young. I was there up to around when I was of school-going age. That's when I was taken to Nakuru.
Beleni nilikuwa na wasiwasi nikisema mimi ninaimba kwa Kisomali. Huyu atafahamu namna gani? Mahali nitaachia atashika namna gani? Mahali nitaingia nitafanya namna gani? Nilikuwa na tashushi mimi mwenyewe. Lakini sasa hivi sina neno. Hata ninaona ile mahali ninaona iko na kasoro. Namueleza mwenzangu, si hivyo, fanya hivi. Sasa tumeelewana.
My mom actually was a musician with a very big band in Kenya. It's called Super Mazembe, headed by Kasongo Akanema. My mom was a singer, dancer. There was a time when she would want to do practice. During that time, we used to use a record player or a gramophone, and the battery is out. Some of them used to use battery, some of them you must, like the gramophone, you have to rotate it like this. So she would at times just tell me, sing this song. And I would sing that song perfectly the way it is, and she would practice her moves in the house. That's when I was very young.
I was a student at the Salvation Army Thika School for the Blind, primary and high school. When all the other kids were going to play, I would just stay at home and bang things, basically. Buckets and basins, and until they bought me a small drum and a mouth organ. Yeah, basically, that's when I discovered I had this passion. I didn't know it's called a talent, but I just knew I loved music.
Technically, the guitar was part of me, and I used to have it anywhere, everywhere. In lecture halls, when I'm going to the canteen, I used to have my guitar. And if I find someone who knows how to play it, I would gladly give it to them and watch. I'll never be in love again. I do my stuff. It's all and it will never end. I'm doing my stuff. I'm hanging my laundry, going to my room as I sing. And I didn't notice that my neighbors at the hostel were listening. And one day my roommate is like, "Hey, dude, you can try your hand at the University Culture Week. You can do well." I was like, "No, that's for those guys that we usually see there, for the serious guys." So I was like, "Not that. That's not my thing." So he's like, "No, dude, you can do it. I'll actually select a song for you." Culture Week preparations used to happen when we break for holidays. So he registered me without my knowledge, and he took good his threat and picked a song for me. And yeah, so I was like, ask the band, "Do you know this song called Señorita? I like it." They're like, "Yeah, sure. Give us, you have it on cassette?" I said, "Sure." I gave it, and things have not been the same again. After I played the song Señorita in front of the Vice Chancellor, I got to do the grand finales, and I won my first guitar from the Vice Chancellor then. I didn't know how to play guitar, I had to learn, and the rest is history.
I think him coming out as an albino and making music, and him being in front of people with a condition that people term as a disability, was a courageous move. I think he's a very confident person, number one, for doing that.
Suzanaga kwa nkoro yako irina kieba Suzanaga kwa kinyankendaga ntumbago kurerwa Suzanaga kwa nkoro yako irina kieba Suzanaga kwa kinyankendaga ntumbago kurerwa.
Haswa kama sisi ni Wasomali, tena sisi ni Waislamu, haikubaliwi mwanamke akuwe msanii. Nimejaribu kuhojiwa niachane na mambo ya muziki, lakini sijakubaliana na wao.
Saa ile nilikuwa kunasoma shule, baba yangu ameniita tu amepatia mimi bana, mimi sipendi. Sasa tumewachana hivyo. Sasa hiyo nilikuwa kwa 15.
One thing we need to appreciate is that, or get to know, is that Somali culture is a patriarchal society. Women, in most cases, are looked down upon to the extent that they may not even be allowed to involve themselves in men-related activities, because basically the man is supposed to be the breadwinner of the family.
Siku moja nikiwa njiani nikitembea, nilikutana na rafiki yangu wa chekechea. Akanipa salamu, nikampa salamu, tukawa sote ni kutabasamu. Miaka mingi imepita hatujapatana, tulikuwa watoto sasa tunalea wana. Siku ni nyingi sana, matukio mengi sana, tuketi mahali tujikumbushe ya jana.
I had already told my mom when I was in standard 1, I will be a musician. Not I wanted to be, I will be. When I was in Form 2, I was already playing with some bands, so it was something that I started earlier. There are a lot of positive feedback and also negative in the sense that you would go to a place and the security guys would think you've come to beg. So it was a bit of a challenge, but I learned to find my way through that.
I was taken to Nakuru, where now they actually diagnosed properly that it was polio. They started the right treatment, because for them they were just treating something like maybe a fracture or something like that. They actually took me to polio therapy, and luckily in Busia at that time, we had some doctors there who actually knew how to go about it. And I was taken through the therapy slowly. Took me time before I could walk. Though personally I can't remember that part of it. My mom was trying to tell me, we had to put you a certain special shoe. So, and slowly I'm told I managed to stand up on my feet.
Agankwigwa ngekethwa maguru kajago kinyankinyo kingo nayo gekweba. I feel the rhythm of Africa. I feel the rhythm deep inside.
My dad was walking with my sister, and he met another mzee. He's like, hey, you, wait a minute. Your kids just look like mine. Where do they go to school? So, you know how the story joins. That other gentleman had his kids in a special school, and in the special school, there was provision for sunscreen and all that education on skincare and all that. So now she was the first. So that means that the rest of us who came in later were able to have that privilege. But she wasn't so lucky, because a couple of years, I think back in 1992, she succumbed to skin cancer.
I can handle contracts, I can handle accounts thanks to technology. Technology has really helped in terms of handling other issues like emails and corresponding and all that. Sometimes movement becomes a bit of a challenge, so I need assistance here and there. We are still a third world economy, so infrastructure is a bit of a challenge. But I try as much as possible to be as independent as I can.
The only thing I still find a problem with is when people are coming up with a podium. Yeah, sometimes they don't factor in the fact that somebody may be coming in who may have a problem climbing. So most of the time I feel a bit awkward when I have to be assisted.
Watu naona kama wanafurahia kwa sababu mimi ni Msomali na niko na mwenzangu Mkenya na mimi ni Mkenya. Naona kama wanatupatia moral mzuri sana. Sijaona kama sijawahi kutana mtu ambaye anatuchukia ama huyu ni Msomali, huyu ni Muislamu, sijawahi kuona. Naona tu kila mtu ni ndugu na dada.
In 2014, Gargar won the France World Music Award that was organized by the Babel Med Music Expo, which focuses on world music. So Gargar are an award-winning music group. And what is also interesting about Gargar is that, they are the first sort of Somali trio of women, to have made it, if you like, in the mainstream of Kenyan music.
Wakati tulikuwa France, ambayo tulikuwa kwa stage, kutoka hivyo, kushuka hivi, hata hatukupata fursa ya kunywa maji. Tunaambiwa habari, umetoka wapi? Hii ni wimbo gani? Unasema ni Kisomali, tunawaeleza ni mzuri, utakaa ama tukikuhitaji tutakupata wapi? Ninaulizwa.
I had been to Eldoret once, and I think I loved the town. Oh, it was different from what I experienced in Nakuru and Mombasa. So when I was there was a band called Banakutana. It was a club band, so I was forced to join in. So I joined them, but after some time, some of the band members, we had the same kind of dream to come up with a band of our own, not a club band. So I think I would want us as a team to be, every part of us to be beneficial to society. So I said, kama mnazi. And in mashairi, in poetic language in Swahili, jam nazi, like a coconut. Yeah. After the name was in place, and I was now chosen to be the face of Jamnazi.
They say that you are disabled. Alright. I know that you're not unable. No way. I know that you can do your best. Feel you wanna sing your song. I don't wanna be the one to stop you, my friend.
Some people would say, how do you play this? How do you do this? How do you do that? The answer is, well, you don't need your eyes to do what I do. You just need focus, practice, and a sober mind. I don't know whether it was 2005 or 2000, I don't remember which year, but yeah. There was a spotlight and I was given an opportunity to record a song and I recorded one song. Yeah, I remember that song called Africa. Africa, yeah, 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 Africa, mama, mama, Africa ninakupenda.
Africa, yeah, 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 Africa, mama, mama, Africa, yeah, 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 Africa, mama, mama, Africa ninakupenda, Africa, yeah, 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 Africa ninakupenda, Africa, mama, mama, Africa wewe ni wangu, Africa, yeah, 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 Africa mbali wangu, Africa, mama, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Burundi, Rwanda, Africa, yeah, yeah, Malawi, Msumbiji, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Zambia, Africa, mama, Senegal, Burkina Faso, Mali, Nigeria, Ghana, Africa, yeah, yeah, Misri, Morocco, Tunisia.
Natarajia the future of Gargar sasa tumekuwa wasanii ya kutosha sasa, lakini sasa tunatarajia tukiwe sasa sisi wenyewe band, yani tujipigie sisi wenyewe.
Through this group Gargar, men have appreciated that women do have role in terms of providing for the family. Very many women groups have actually gotten some inspirations, and they have actually broken the mysterious belief that women cannot do anything.
Music is totally something different. For me, it's like the opium of my life. When I'm on stage, sometimes I forget everything. I even forget my name is Mike. Sometimes I say, maybe if I wasn't like this, it's just something that passes when in your subconscious. When I wasn't like this, maybe things could have turned out differently. Or probably I could not have been a musician. I don't know. I just don't know. But I sometimes feel like, it's my lucky side.
Like any other musician, I tend to write about things that affect every one of us. I don't sit and write about my disability. I focus more on my abilities. If I want to raise an issue about disabilities, I would rather face the policy makers in person than just write a song.
At some point, I had to go to Meru and ask Dad, or rather seek my dad's blessings.
He brought that up while still at the university. And he said he wanted to learn to play the guitar, and so he really needed a guitar badly. My dad was ready to offer to buy him a guitar.
One day my brother is telling me, he was giving me a story that my dad had gone to see him and was asking him if there's a way he could help me with my music career. He wanted to have someone make me a guitar. And that really, it was deep. Yeah. He was a tough old man. He was. So, yeah, I think these are blessings. These are his blessings. People have been good to me all the time, my fans. I think it's thanks to him.
Nikiwa njiani nikitembea, nilikutana na rafiki yangu wa chekechea. Akanipa salamu, nikampa salamu, tukawa sote ni kutabasamu. Miaka mingi imepita hatujapatana, tulikuwa watoto sasa tunalea wana. Siku ni nyingi sana, matukio mengi sana, tuketi mahali tujikumbushe ya jana. Mkahawani tulikwenda kuagiza tunachopenda, ni tele, furaha, vigelegele na raha. Asante sana Mwenyezi, nasema shukrani manani, umetulinda vyema mpaka tumepatana.